What's up, Saber community? Today I have my first Verso build. I've been waiting to do this for a long time, actually. When I heard about this board about 8 months ago, whatever it was, when I first got into the community, I figured this would be the perfect thing. The price point was right. It's like 40 bucks. At the time, the Nano, I think it still is, it's $67. Crystal Focus is 84, so if you're gonna do 67, you could do 84. But 40 bucks is a good price point. This is a Saberforge ASP. It's the Sinister Prophecy Emitter. Standard switch number 4. Standard body number 10 and Pommel number 9. I think those are the numbers. I'll make sure. I'll put them in the links below if you want to check them out. So it's got that little activation box up here. We got a recharge port and the activation button. Real easy access to the chassis. Just unscrews here. Slides right off. There's that beautiful Verso board. Very easy board to install. Anybody who's new to the hobby, this is the board you want to use. Smooth swing is awesome. Really, really cool. Once you go back, once you do smooth swing, you can never go back. You really can't. This actually had a Nano in it, and I was gonna give it away as a birthday present to my nephew, but then I got with the Verso boards, and we're actually going to Galaxy's Edge in a couple of days, really kind of next week. And I figured instead of saying it to him at his house, I'm just going to bring it with me and we'll have lightsabers at Galaxy's Edge. That's going to be kind of fun. So I wanted him to have a good one. You know, the smooth swing is everything. It really is. So I'm going to fire it up and just show you a couple things that the Verso does. Now this is the Rev 1 of the Verso, so there's a lot of things in there that he's still going to add. Cal's still going to add. Look, I didn't realize how much I miss lockup until I don't have it. I mean, blaster blocks, whatever. If it's not a NeoPixel, it's whatever. But lockup is kind of cool. So he said that they're going to add that in the next build, which is really cool. But yeah, so let me fire it up. Wait, push it once it activates, and then get a smooth swing. It has flash on clash. This blade socket is so deep, it's crazy. I got him a 32-inch blade, and it looks like it's a Shoto because it's so short in this thing, but pretty wild. But the best thing about the Verso is the color change. It's so easy. You just push the button twice. So cool, right? Back to blue, and then he's gonna want red. Now I did notice a bug in the software, and I gotta reach out to Cal about this. It's probably something I did, but I didn't read the manual enough, but I found that if it goes to deep sleep mode, and you reignite it, it loses the color you had saved. If it's not in deep sleep mode, it goes back. But for whatever reason, it went back to the default one, which in this case was blue. But super fun build, super easy. So, like I said, this was a Nano build beforehand. And the difference with this wiring versus the Nano is the switch. I almost really screwed it up because I just took the Nano, clipped the wires. All the wires were perfect length, still the board is almost the same size, so it's real easy to put on there. I started soldering it up, and the switch wouldn't work because in my mind, I didn't read the manual yet. I just looked at the wiring diagram, my fault. My mind, it was like any other board where you have, you know, the button goes to the switch button, and then the negative of the button goes to, you know, either the board negative or, you know, a ground pad or something like on Profi or CFX. But this one, it goes to the positive, actually, the main board positive, if you don't have an LED on it. So I was about to solder it on to the the positive board, and I realized that in this nano build, I actually had joined the negative from the recharge port to the negative of the switch wire. So technically I could have really had a problem there. So I'm glad I caught that before I did that. But if I hadn't done that, and if I had really just thought about it before I started, soldering anything on, this conversion would have taken exactly 5 minutes. And that's probably overestimating, because it was really easy. I mean, I just snipped the wires, retinned them, and then just solder, done. Put the SD card in, pull the thing, and it worked fine. It's a great board. I mean, it's super easy to get started in this hobby with this board. This will be the boilerplate for everybody to start. There's no reason to start in a CFX or a Profi. There's no reason whatsoever. I just did a Tri-Cree in this one. I didn't do NeoPixel for him because I didn't give him a blade, but this could very easily be converted to NeoPixel super fast. Probably change the wire if I was going to do that, but from a Tri-Cree to a Tri-Cree, super easy. I have a bunch of Sabers that are either nanos or even Profis that I duel with in our Lightspeed League, and I'm going to pull those out and just replace them with Versos, because it's just so easy. Super high marks for this board. But anyway, so Tyler, I hope you enjoy your Saber. Yeah, see, you saw the bug, right? It was in deep sleep. It was red, and then it's in deep sleep mode, comes back, and now it's blue. So it's probably something either in the software that I'm not setting, or something that's, maybe it's a feature, not a bug. I don't know. I think it's kind of silly though. But anyway, Verso.